Linda Goggin. You can call me Sunny, and I'm here to share a really important message. So the title of what I'm going to be sharing tonight is Healing Self, Healing Others. And this comes from a place of deep desire to help you. I had an experience, and I don't know if you guys have had an experience like this, but unexpectedly, I got very sick. I was in the height of my career. Things were going well. And suddenly I found myself without energy, sleeping poorly, pain all over my body, and my brain was not working. So this happened. And, was working as a doctor. I thought I was going to have to quit my job. And thankfully, the nurses saved me. Thank you guys so much. You know who you are. And I had to find an answer because my life basically was falling apart from a health issue. Okay, so in retrospect, this became the best thing that could have happened to me. And the reason I say that is because it helped me discover new ways to heal myself and heal other people. And I think that once you understand some of the things that I'm going to share with you, think you're going to also feel excited that I have shared this with you. So as I mentioned, I was really sick and I had to climb my way out of a really deep hole and rethink my life, rethink what was important. And that is why actually illness became an extremely helpful thing to happen in my life, to get sick. So today we're going to talk about healing self, healing others, and what do people want? What do you want? Because when you feel as though you're declining, we start to ask ourselves, well, what is truly important? What am I trying to do here, right? And the answers that I came up with is that I wanted to be happy and have fun with my friends and family, right? I wanted to experience joy. And I wanted to have energy. It wasn't that I wanted health for health's sake, although, I'm a doctor, right? I wanted to be in alignment, but I wanted health so I could do other stuff, right? I wanted to be able to contribute, to keep growing. I felt as though I was in severe decline, like everything's going downhill. We did buy a house with a wheelchair ramp expressly because I was weaker and weaker. I was watching the way that I made a living potentially slip away as my brain wasn't working. And I was like, wow, how am I going to make a living? And so the security was going away. I was withdrawing from community. So many things were happening in that time of illness that, I was lost. And I found my way gradually through a series of things I'm going to tell you about, but I was feeling betrayed. And if you've ever felt betrayed by your body, like, why is my body not working right? Then you're going to want to hear what I have to tell you, because this is not within this short presentation. This is an information and educational session. If you want to learn more about how you can heal or how you can heal others using new techniques, then this is for you. I am not good. And so, there is biotechnology that's part of it, but that is not the only thing. So if you're curious at all about how you can heal faster, it's definitely worth sticking around. The first thing that I used to get out of my sick hole was I really had to go back to learning how to work as a doctor in a completely different way. I became a functional medicine doctor, which means that we try and optimize lifestyle, which all physicians are really do encourage people to optimize lifestyle. Thank you, naturopaths. You really got it dialed in pretty nicely. And natural practitioners, they're more geared towards doing that rather than treating illness. But all of us are trying to get people to make good choices. In functional medicine, we focus on it and we figure out how can we get people to do the hard things, right? How do you change your diet gradually? How do you move into an exercise program? How do you get sleeping? How do you heal your gut? Those things got me better. But I'm telling you, they did not get me all the way back to normal. What was happening was I didn't have the resources that I needed to get better, because as we get older, we have fewer stem cells, we have less resources, and especially when you're fighting off toxins and infections, it can be hard for us to find our stride and feel better. And I was very lucky because I found functional medicine. I was better, not 100%. But then I had a patient who was brave. Thank you so much, brave patient, who came to me and said to me, "Have you been patched yet?" And I was like, no, I haven't been patched yet. And they said, "Oh, yeah, this patch made my pain get better." Right? They had had longstanding pain, and they're like, "Well, this made a big difference." And then they said to me, "It's a light patch." And I looked at the patch, which is about the size of the quarter, and I say, there's no light in that patch. You can't fool me. And so, of course, initially, you're skeptical that a sticker, a patch, can make a big difference in someone's life and their health, right? Because we know there's a placebo effect with things like that, right? Well, let me give you a little bit of more information how this patch works. This patch actually activates stem cells in the body. So it helps the body start to do its thing because your body's got the wisdom to heal itself, right? If we could just turn on that wisdom, that is why the X39 patch is so powerful. And the way that it works, right, there's not any light in the patch. It reflects back a bit of your own light to you in a very specific manner that makes cellular changes in the body to increase a copper peptide called GHKCU. And that copper peptide is what activates the stem cells. And that's what gets people gradually feeling better, right? Now, is this an instant fix? And how do you make the patch work better? Well, you make the patch work better by combining it with natural preventive medicine like healing your gut, healing your sleep, getting moving. And that's why now I am here today to tell you about a membership I have where you guys can get access to all my information for free, that you can come and engage with me, and I'll give you my self-guided courses to heal yourself when you're using the patch. So I want to tell you more about that because this is not just for individuals. I'm looking for a group of practitioners who also wants to use a little bit of functional medicine. Maybe you haven't done that yet and you're curious about it. I'm going to show you a way that you can get resources to share with your clients so that you can get them better faster. And I know you practitioners out there, honestly, this is what I know about y'all. Y'all don't take care of yourselves like you should. You're taking care of everybody else. So let's start with healing for you and using a phototherapy patch. It's easy, it's fast, and it also is not a placebo. Okay, so this is my not a placebo slide, right? No placebo in horses. This horse has a dramatically different coat, a different thermography reading 6 months after wearing one of the LifeWave patches. And I think that's pretty cool because it does something at the cellular level when you wear these patches. So the X39 is the patch that can activate stem cells, and in so doing, gives us many benefits. And when you look online, you'll see many testimonials from all kinds of things getting better because you're tapping into the body's wisdom. And, I feel I'm, 57 now. I do feel like I'm in my 40s, and I'm appreciating that very much because when I first started to use the patch, I was feeling 10 years older. Seriously, y'all, I could not exercise at all. And it made a dramatic difference in my life and in a lot of my patients' lives too. So how do you wear it? You wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and you throw it away, get another one the next day. You need to be hydrated for the best results. So hydration is very important. And if you're deficient in copper, it's not going to work quite as well because since it works by increasing a copper peptide in the body, that means you need to have copper. And so this might be something worth checking to make sure you have adequate copper. For just as a side note, if you're taking a ton of zinc, sometimes that can make your copper low because they share a transporter and they're sort of on a teeter-totter. So during the times of COVID, I was seeing a lot of people with lower copper levels because they were taking tons of zinc trying to ward off the virus. But it's worth looking into to make sure you have adequate copper, especially if you try it and you're not noticing any big shift. It took a few weeks before I started to feel way different. I was feeling better. I was able to start to jog and exercise. I ran a half marathon, which was insane. Never thought I would do that again. So here are a few pictures of people who are putting the patch on the skin. This is not a skin care regimen, right? This is a patch on the back of their neck. but you see big changes in how people's skin appears because you are turning on the body's wisdom, right? And this is after a full year of use, and she looks dramatically different. This is interesting. I love to show this slide just because you never know what's going to get better. This is a woman who had an angiogram done. They put a big catheter in her wrist. She was on blood thinners. And using the patch, you see a big clearing on the arm, day 3, and then right behind my head is day 5. I think that that speaks to the depth of things that can shift when your body turns on what it knows how to do, okay? We suggest taking before and after pictures of your face, of your hair, of scars, because all of these have been known to show improvement. Now, I wanted to share with you a site, and this is where you can go and see. You could take a QR code snapshot of this right now, and then you will be able to see a lot of other testimonials. And I also wanted to I'm going to share my screen real quick and change to another tab so you can see what this is. This is an incredible website. I love these guys. So if you look at this website, this will tell you all about what can happen when you activate your stem cells. There it is, the power of the stem cell activation patch. You can scroll down, watch a few short videos to learn how it works a little bit more if this is not enough. 3-minute video here. Look at the pictures. I'm telling you guys, look at these pictures. People who've had dramatic shifts. And then when you scroll down, it talks about how we lose our stem cell activity, how it works. And then my favorite part of this is, so you know, because I am an MD, I am not the only MD that is using these. So scroll down here, it tells you how it works, and you get to the part what people are saying about the patented X39 stem cell activation patches, and then what doctors are saying, okay? So it's not just me. There's a whole mess of other doctors who are talking about these, and it is worth it for you guys to consider checking this site out. So this, as I said, this is going to be at startx39now.com, startx39now.com. And so just moving on a little bit more so you understand about the power of the patch, the power of what this can do in your body. And not just that, you know, as I mentioned, when I started to use the patch, I was having a problem with other things, right? Not just my health, but I was also starting to be at risk of losing my ability to make a living. And, you know, at that time, and there's that, you want to take that QR code really quick. At that time, you know, I was trying to think, well, what am I going to do if I can't be a doctor anymore, right? I mean, that was a real concern. And what's nice is this stem cell, the awareness around stem cells is growing fast, right? It is a huge billion-dollar business that is growing, and people are hearing about them and interested in them. And so, you know, what we see is a clear skyrocketing of the LifeWave business in 3 years, a 10x improvement in the bottom line because of the introduction of the stem cell activation patch. And what does that create? Well, it really creates an opportunity. You know, many of us, we also, at the beginning, we said, well, what are we looking for? Freedom, I feel like, is such an important thing. You know, freedom to be with our family, freedom, time freedom, security, not worrying about money. And these kind of things are potentials because of the combination of a unique product that there's nothing else like it, and a burgeoning economy that's geared towards rejuvenation and that sort of thing. So this is also a golden opportunity. You know, I talked about my sickness as being a golden opportunity. The answer to my sickness, that, you know, for me personally, what got me out of it, you know, bringing on the patch has really helped me, because it's so unique, because it's science-based, because there's nothing else like it. it's also been able to help with finances. And it's something that I've shared with patients, watched them get better faster when they've used it. And now what I love to do is share it with other people. So I've spent a lot of time making this very easy to people. I mentioned it's simple to use. Well, this is also very simple to share, right? If you're in an office, you can just put a patch on someone. We have a universal video that you can share and then invite somebody to a presentation like this to learn a little bit more. It's extremely flexible. People can work from home. You don't have to buy inventory. A lot of people ask that. Practitioners can just retail it from their offices if they aren't interested in the network aspect. But I consider that one of the fun parts. And that's why I've created the healing resources for my team. All right. Whether you're an individual that wants to heal or you're a practitioner who's trying to heal other people. And so when I'm referring to the healing resources, I'm talking about my new Energy for Life healing community. So this is a community where you're able to get help in several different forms. Direct access to ask me questions as you go through self-guided courses that can help you be able to heal yourself. Now, what's cool about that is not only can you go through those courses, but I've got a really neat Facebook group and a private group that is not on social media that you will be able to access. And when you access that, you can ask questions in the group. I go live in the group. If you're a practitioner, I share resources. How can you add a little functional medicine in your practice, right? And it's meant to be a clearinghouse of information. These are the courses already in there: healing from SIRS and mold illness, memory and brain boosting, and this is more specifically how to do the RECODE protocol as delineated in the End of Alzheimer's book by Dale Bredesen. There's an anti-aging skincare course, gut renewal, sleep course, pain-free living, weight release, stress management, a functional medicine reset. I don't know if anybody's priced functional medicine these days, but all of these courses, I am offering people who are interested in trying the patches. The reason, right, is because my true goal is for you guys to feel your best. And all those things that we talked about, being full of joy, having community, this is my effort to bring that. I mean, it's a little selfish because I just want to have a bunch of friends that are positive, that want to heal and feel better. And so let's go on some fun trips with LifeWave. I mean, last year my husband and I got to go to Mexico with LifeWave and they paid for it, which is really, really pretty cool. And that comes, and it's directly linked with people feeling better. That's my favorite thing about LifeWave as a business, is that it is related to how people are feeling and really helps them in terms of, in so many different ways. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. You're doing great. We're almost in the end now. With the practitioners in LifeWave, the benefits, of course, are people have faster improvement and you have better outcomes, more referrals. It can be an additional stream of income too if you retail through your office. And then you have the benefit of community. I know many providers are ending up solitary, and it would be fun, or wouldn't it be fun, right, to chat with somebody, get an idea exchange going, use some functional medicine, because if you are a practitioner and you come into the fold and become part of my inner circle by using the patches yourself, when you share patches with your patients, you share the Energy for Life community with them too. And I'd love to see more providers that are wanting to contribute some fun courses, and we'll make this a true clearinghouse of wellness. Because the fact is that the old school DNA is destiny is not true anymore. And if you're living in that world, this is where we're going, is being able to change what DNA is being expressed through thoughts, actions, exposures, and our choices. And as in functional medicine, we help people with their choices. And if you're having a hard time, you have very short visits, well, let me help your patients by bringing them into the Energy for Life fold. This is something that is for all of the Team Feel Good, all of any customers on auto ship, any brand partners on auto ship. And what this can do is help you feel better and fulfill your life by improving your health, improving your community, helping you learn to sleep, helping you learn to move, eating. I mean, these are all, stress reduction. And there's a class for every one of those. And the whole point is that we increase our energy, and we do it by changing the instructions in the body. And I can help you guys learn that. The X39 stem cell activation patch is the most powerful patch. And the way that you can get it, I know you're wondering. So basically, retail $5 a day. You don't get the Energy for Life community if you do retail, and you're going to pay $50 extra a month. All right. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. And the wholesale price is $3.33 a day. 90-day money-back guarantee for preferred and retail customers, 30-day money-back money-back guarantee for brand partners. So there's no risk for you to give this a go. And let me just reiterate, this is people within my organization and their people who are on auto ship. So don't go buy these retail, because then you're not going to get the goodies. Right? Now, I want to mention that if you want to be a brand partner, you have three choices. When you go to you want to go to the person who had you watch this presentation and sign up at their website. If nobody else, then you want to come to mine. And when you go to choose, these are really the choices that I would suggest for people. Either a silver pack that gives you 3 sleeves of X39, so you have enough for you and maybe a family member and some to share. The gold pack is for a new business builder. You have 5 sleeves of X39. The diamond, you're going to get serious and you're like, yeah, baby, I'm going to go for it. You get 19 sleeves of X39. And it's really fun. It is straightforward. And this is just the right time for people because of what's happening in the market. And I hope that this has made you think about new options for feeling your very best, and that this has been informative. And you can reach out to me for questions, clinic@feelgoodfunctionalmed.com. And for the foreseeable future, I will be doing this at 5 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. Wednesdays are a special night, and that is the time where I'm also going to be giving much more information on the business. So that is actually my team meeting, but people are welcome to come and join and see what it would be like. How silly am I really, right? You can come find out. So that's Monday through Friday, Pacific time, 5 p.m. I'm going to be doing this presentation for the foreseeable future. And I would love to introduce you more to these patches and help you feel your very best. All right, you guys, have an awesome night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, come on back.